Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Damilola and this is Royal Media, where we bring you real life talk, lifestyle, personality, and inspiration, and sometimes faith-based, and sometimes we might bring a vlog and comedy. Okay, welcome if you're just joining us for the very first time. We promise to give you a fun time and amazing moment. Today we have something interesting to talk about. So there's this topic, there's this thing that I noticed or people have been talking about, and I would like to hear your opinions, to share this with you and hear your opinions. Please comment, put your thoughts down there. I want to know about your own experience. I want you to say what you feel about the topics we are discussing, and if you have anything you want me to talk about, if you have a topic, you have anything you want me to share, you have a question for me, please, you can send these to my DM and put it in the comment section. Today we'll be talking about bestie with the opposite sex. If you're a man and you have a female bestie, or if you're a woman and you have, or a girl or a lady and you have a male bestie, how does that feel? And is that even right? Is that even a good thing? Is that something that we can encourage? So this is gonna be in two parts. The first part is very easy, very simple. You're single and your bestie is opposite sex. Good, it's okay, you're single. It's not a big deal, right? You're single. Okay, maybe along the line you met somebody, you have a partner, and then your partner is not comfortable, because of course you would expect that your partner is not going to be comfortable with you having opposite sex as your bestie. So do you keep going with that person as your bestie? It's all about time. Okay, you have to give your new relationship time to see if it's a serious thing, or if it's a flings, or it's just something that won't last. I mean, sometimes you never know, but there are so many things that will actually give you signs. So you want to look into that before you decide that, okay, I'm sorry, bestie, I don't think we can continue being bestie. We can still be friends, but we have to set this and that boundaries and all that. So it's all about, for that, my first point is all about what you are at that time. Are you single or searching, things like that, because you have to consider your partner. Now, are you married, or have you been in a relationship and then you found a bestie? That is actually not so cool, because first of all, if I'm married to my husband and he saying to me that, oh, this person is my bestie, I'm like, so what am I? I don't want to be just your wife. I want to be your everything, your friend, your bestie, and everything to you. And I believe that men will feel the same too. Like, hey, and men, we think we're jealous, right? We think as ladies or female, we feel we're jealous. No, men can be very, very jealous. So you don't want to put yourself in a compromising position. For me, first thing that I would say about this whole thing, being a single or married, is your self-control. How much can you control yourself? How far can you go without, thinking otherwise, or becoming your bestie, becoming a friend with benefits? So how long can you go without, having some shady movements with so-called bestie? So what am I saying? What I'm saying in essence is that self-control matters a lot when it comes to the matter of you choosing a opposite sex as your bestie. Self-control really matters, because you have to be able to set boundaries. Boundaries have to be set, and maintained. This is the boundary. Except in your mind, that this is going to go beyond being just bestie. This is going to be from bestie to something else, maybe something serious. But you don't want to spoil, if you think that this is not a person that you can spend the rest of your life with, or this is not a person you really want to have something to do with, just maintain your bestie kind of level, like, you know, keep it to be that bestie and keep it under control. Because if you mess up by, you know, letting yourself sleep and you cannot control your emotions, because I believe that you being a bestie with somebody is like, you know, just being a bestie with same sex. Like, I have a female friend that I'm very close with. Of course, at some point I'll become so emotional, like I have problem, I need a shoulder to cry on. She's there, I can run to her, you know, I can call her sometimes. If your opposite sex, those times, if you're at your low moments and you want to talk to your bestie, and you know that, you know, some of us at our low moments, we are so vulnerable, very vulnerable, that, you know, a lot of things can happen. If you think that you will not be able to control yourself at that moment, please do not have opposite sex as your bestie. Okay, do not have it, because you're gonna ruin that relationship. You can have, you know, just friends, you know, but not friends with benefit, not friends as besties, you know, friends who, you know, everybody knows their limits, you keep your boundaries. Yeah, it's okay, as long as it's not interacting with anything significant in your life. By significant, I would say if you have a partner and your relationship with bestie or whoever friend is causing havoc, then you want to stop that from happening, because it all depends on your priority. Which one do you prioritize? Do you prioritize your relationship with your partner, or do you prioritize the relationship with your bestie or friend who is an opposite sex? You know, so things like that have to be in check. We have to put your partner, I'm saying your partner, being relationship or marriage, you want to consider your partner. You want to put them into consideration, because hey, they have blood flowing through their veins, they have brains in their brains, and they have minds, and our minds can play tricks with us. Our minds can, you know, tell us some things that are not even happening. You don't want to put yourself in that situation. You don't want that to happen to you. So if you think you cannot control the situation, there is no point having a opposite sex bestie. It's okay if you're single, you know, there's, like I said, there's nobody disturbing you. You don't have a relationship, no commitment whatsoever. It's okay. So you and your bestie can take it up from bestie level to another level. But if you have a partner, be it boyfriend or husband or wife, and you are thinking of opposite sex bestie, please stop the thoughts, because I would not want my husband to have, you know, a bestie as opposite sex. I don't know how other people feel, you know. I can at some point be close to you, you know, have, you know, some talk, I can call you, but the truth is, before I'll be able to, like, you know, tell you all of those things, I should be able to tell my husband, because first of all, that should be my bestie. Okay, so I want to believe that with you, it should be the same. We are humans, so there's a limit to what humans can take. If you push a man or woman beyond that level, you don't know the demons you're going to bring out of them, and you don't want to be that person who brings out their demons. Because let me tell you, every one of us have a demon in us, but it depends on the extent that we are being pushed before we unleash that demon. So you don't want to get to that point at all. And if you're already at that point, there is something called break it up. You know, we can be civilized about it. We can break up amicably, you know, if there's something, you know, going on with you too. So other than that, we should be able to say, oh, I'm sorry, but you know, this thing is actually affecting my relationship or my home or things like that. I think we have to put a stop to this. Okay, we need to stop being bestie. I'm still gonna be your friend, you know, coming once in a while, but let us put a boundaries. Let us just set these boundaries. In every situation, boundaries have to be set. So being a bestie to opposite sex should not be an exception, because there are times that our bodies cannot just hold some things. I'm telling you, there are times that this body would just ask for some silly things. So if you are able to subdue it, good. But if you know that you do not have the capacity, the capability to subdue it, to put it on in check, to put it under control, please don't attempt to have a bestie with opposite sex, okay? Because it might ruin you. It will cause you, probably cause you endless pain. It might cause you so many things of damage that, you know, you just feel at the end of the day, why did I even do this? Why did I even go ahead with it? Was it worth it? So like I said, first, self-control. Second, consideration of your partners. Third, look at the priority. Which one do you prioritize? Do you prioritize your bestie relationship or your partner relationship? So it all depends on that. Please, please, and please, I want to believe that somebody out there is watching and listening to me about you choosing opposite sex as your bestie. Consider those things. Do you have self-control? Do you think when your body calls for some silly things, can you control yourself even as a single, and you know this person, you do not really want to have that kind of relationship with him or her? You know, can you control it? If you cannot, why choose him or her as your bestie? Because that moment will come, you know, when you get too close in friendship alone, like, you know, of course you probably develop some emotional attachment to that person, which might not be right, especially if, you know, you're in a relationship, a serious relationship, or you're married. The other person will notice what is going on. The other person will not be happy with what is going on. You'll be having clashes, and you don't want that to happen in your life. Not at any moment. What I say to myself, my peace, my happiness matters a lot to me. So anything that would debar me from my peace, from having my peace, I don't even want to have anything to do with it. I just want my peace of mind. So, you know, those things that will, you know, hurt you, that, you know, you wake up and start thinking about, those are the kind of things that can cause it. So before you choose an opposite sex bestie, look at those three things. Do you have the self-control? Do you have you considered your partner if you're in a relationship or married? If you're single, even, do you think you want to spend time? Is this person worth my time? Is this person someone I can move on, you know, somebody I can spend my time with, somebody I can, you know, live with, or something like that? Because it's a different ball game when you're being bestie and, you know, in relationship. It's gonna be a total different game. I know some marriages started with, oh, they were very good friends, they were friends for so many years before, you know, they married and all that. They've known each other before, you know, they started courting and then married and all that. I know there are stories like that, great stories, but it does not work for everybody. What works for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me. So you need to know that. Okay, so thank you for joining us today, and until next time, please share, comment put your thoughts in the comment section, like, subscribe, and support your girl. Thank you, and God bless you.